Experts assert that, as a civilization grows larger and becomes more advanced, its energy demands will increase rapidly due to its population growth and the energy requirements of its various machines. With this in mind, the Kardeshev scale was developed as a way of measuring a civilization's technological advancement based upon how much usable energy it has at its disposal. The scale was originally designed in 1964 by the Russian astrophysicist Nikolai Kardashev, who was looking for signs of extraterrestrial life within cosmic signals. It has 3 base classes, each with an energy disposal level, Type 1, Type 2 and Type 3. Other astronomers have extended the scale to Type 4 and Type 5. These additions consider both energy access as well as the amount of knowledge the civilizations have access to. First, it is important to note that the human race is not even on this scale yet. Since we still sustain our energy needs from dead plants and animals here on Earth, we are a lowly Type 0 civilization, and we have a long way to go before being promoted to a Type 1 civilization. Kaku tends to believe that, all things taken into consideration, we will reach Type 1 in 100-200 years' time. But what does each of these categories actually stand for in literal terms? First, let's talk about a Type 1 civilization. Type 1 civilization designation is a given to species who have been able to harness all the energy that is available from a neighboring star, gathering and storing it to meet the energy demands of a growing population. This means that we would need to boost our current energy production over 100,000 times to reach this status. However, being able to harness all Earth's energy would also mean that we could have control over all natural forces. Human beings could control volcanoes, the weather, and even earthquakes. These kinds of feats are hard to believe, but compared to the advances that may still be to come, these are just basic and primitive levels of control. The next step up, a Type 2 civilization, can harness the power of their entire star, not merely transforming starlight into energy, but controlling the star. Several methods for this have been proposed, the most popular of which is the hypothetical Dyson Sphere. This device, if you want to call it that, would encompass every single inch of the star, gathering most, if not all, of its energy output and transferring it to a planet for later use. Alternatively, if fusion power, the mechanism that powers stars, had been mastered by the race, a reactor on a truly immense scale could be used to satisfy their needs. Nearby gas giants can be utilized for their hydrogen, slowly drained of life by an orbiting reactor. What would this much energy mean for a species? Well, nothing known to science could wipe out a Type 2 civilization. Take, for instance, if humans survived long enough to reach this status, and a moon-sized object entered our solar system on a collision course with our little blue planet, we'd have the ability to vaporize it out of existence. Or if we had time, we could move our planet out of the way, completely dodging it. But now, on to Type 3, where a species then becomes galactic traversers with knowledge of everything having to do with energy, resulting in them becoming a master race. In terms of humans, hundreds of thousands of years of evolution, both biological and mechanical, may result in the inhabitants of this Type 3 civilization being incredibly different from the human race as we know it. These may be cyborgs, or cybernetic organism, beings both biological and robotic, with the descendants of regular humans being a subspecies among the now highly advanced society. At this stage, we would have developed colonies of robots that are capable of self-replication. Their population may increase into the millions as they spread out across the galaxy, colonizing star after star. And these beings might build Dyson spheres to encapsulate each one, creating a huge network that would carry energy back to the home planet. But stretching over the galaxy in such a manner would face several problems, namely, the species would be constrained by the laws of physics, particularly light-speed travel. That is, unless they develop a working warp drive or use that immaculate energy cache to master wormhole teleportation, two things that remain theoretical for the time being. They can only get so far. Kardashev believed a Type 4 civilization was too advanced and didn't go beyond Type 3 on his scale. He thought that, surely, this would be the extent of any species' ability. Many think so, but a few believe there is a further level that could be achieved. Type 4 civilizations would almost be able to harness the energy content of the entire universe, and with that, they could traverse the accelerating expansion of space. Furthermore, advanced races of these species may live inside supermassive black holes. To previous methods of generating energy, these kinds of feats are considered impossible. A Type 4 civilization would need to tap into energy sources unknown to us using strange, or currently unknown, laws of physics. Type 5. Yes, Type 5 might just be the next possible advancement to such a civilization. Here beings would be like gods, having the knowledge to manipulate the universe as they please. Now, as I said, humans are a very, very long way from ever reaching anything like this. But it's not to say that it cannot be achieved as long as we take care of Earth and each other. To do so, the first step is to preserve our tiny home, extinguish war, and continue to support scientific advances and discoveries.